You're watching Marcia on VeroBuzzTV.com.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Buzz TV. I'm Marcia Littlejohn, and we're going to be talking about not only one of the greatest organizations, but also a fabulous event. So let me first of all welcome Rhonda Blakey and Blakey. I want to say that correctly. Right. And you are director, actually, of the Treasure Coast Food Bank.
Director of Donor Relations.
All right, and that's a very important.
We have a lot of work to do, Marcia. We got to feed a lot of people.
Do you know, having just returned from New York City, there is so much hunger going on, and it just breaks your heart. But you all not only solve the problem almost, but you have so much fun. And you have brought with you Mark Boland. He is with the Treasure Coast Beerfest, and he said he had some shirts that have beer bottles all over them, and we're going to make you get that sometime and come back. But yes, good to see you.
Thank you.
So this is an event. Let's just let everybody know right now, when is the event?
The event is November 21st. From 1 to 5 at the Port St. Lucie Civic Center.
Oh, terrific. Fantastic. All right, now, I have to ask you, Rhonda, let's go back a little bit, because I'm always thinking and hoping that people from all over the country are watching this, because, of course, on internet TV, it's always fun. But the Treasure Coast Food Bank, a little backstory, a little mission statement, tell us about it.
Well, we are the leading hunger relief agency and the only food bank in Indian River, Martin, St. Lucie, and Okeechobee counties.
And that's in Florida, ladies and gentlemen.
And we provide food for over 100,000 people every week who don't know where their next meal is coming from, mostly working adults, children, seniors, and sadly, veterans as well.
Do you know, we hear about this, I think, so frequently, too, about individuals, and yet I know at one time I thought, I'm going to just see what it's like to be hungry. I couldn't do it. I mean, I knew where the kitchen was.
Right.
So, and you realize that there are little children that have no idea. So the food bank has been helping and solving many of these situations for quite some time in our community. Is that right?
26 years.
26 years. Oh boy. And you always say, I think there's so many different events when we go to, just bring a plastic container of tomato juice or whatever it is. Everybody can donate whatever they have. Go into your pantry.
It takes all of us to solve hunger. Everybody do their part, and we can make it happen.
Well, do you know what we're really thinking of? What's coming up? Thanksgiving. Boy, oh boy. What are you hoping for? Because this event's going to be, Mark, as you say, on the, what, the 21st?
21st of November.
21st, and all of the proceeds go?
Yes, a portion of the proceeds, we usually donate most of the money to our designated charity. We only keep a little bit
sure.
to put on the festival the
Cover
next
the cost,
year. So
yeah.
Going to have a lot of elements. We have 300 different beers to sample, meads, ciders. We also are going to be having a turkey drop location. We're going to be raffling off some craft beer for that.
Wait a minute, a turkey drop?
Yes. To donate a turkey at the event.
Frozen and uncooked.
Oh, wow.
Turkey.
We have turkey, that's our turkey drop day, and they've been generous with us to be able to allow us to have our refrigerated truck out there, and people can bring a frozen, uncooked turkey.
Oh, I see that. I was envisioning some paratrooper dropping, turkeys, and what a great event. Maybe we could do that sometime. Wouldn't that be fun?
I think it's better to eat the turkey.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, okay.
I'm
But this is what goes on in our world here in Indian River County with great organizations like the Treasure Coast Food Bank and the wonderful fun events. We're going to take a little break, and then we're going to come back. And Mark, what I want you to do is really, you mentioned, what were the kinds you have, what kind of beer?
Craft beers, ciders, meads.
Ooh, boy. Well, we are going to go in depth and talk a little bit about that. And as I said, you've promised me next time you bring samples.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. No, we'll be right back. Don't go away. We'll continue our talk with Rhonda and, of course, Mark about a great event coming up. Stay with us.
Stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics in downtown Vero Beach. Owner Patty Callahan prints it all, from color and black and white copies to blueprints, banners, signs, prints of paintings, and fine art. Patty makes restorations and creates outstanding graphic designs. Call Patty at 770-1521 or stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics at 2345 14th Avenue. Stop by for all of your printing needs at Patty's Printing and Graphics across from the old railroad station in downtown Vero Beach.
Well, we are back with our very distinguished guests, Rhonda and Mark, and we have an addition back here, and we're doing that because I'm so excited about these shirts. Why don't you tell us who these handsome guys are?
Go ahead, Mark.
Well, we have Will Roberts back here. He's our merchandising guy, does all the merchandising for the event. And we have Mark Carbone. He's our treasurer.
Oh,
Keeps
boy.
us straight with all the monies.
Well, we were so excited when they walked in with their wonderful shirts, and as you said, yours is out in the car. You could go out there. So we said we had to get them back here and let you see. This is an event that's going to be helping the Treasure Coast Food Bank. And boy, that is such an important, Rhonda, you were just explaining how important that is. But when we talk about, I wanted to talk about some of the vendors that will be there, because I think you mentioned all these different types of beer.
Right, we're going to have a home brewing contest. We're going to have 4 different distributors that donate beer to us from all over Florida. We have.
You mean big time names of beer?
Sure.
And whoa!
All sorts of good stuff, and quite a bit of Florida local breweries. We have some local breweries in Port St. Lucie opening up soon.
Yeah.
And along the Treasure Coast, so we have all sorts of.
Are you? This is probably a silly question to ask, but are you a beer drinker?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Well, we're talking about a beer fest coming up, and of course it's going to be on, once again, that date, we don't want to forget
November
that.
21st.
November the 21st.
1 p.m. to 5 p.m.
All right, and that's in Port St. Lucie.
Port St. Lucie at the Civic Center.
At the Civic Center. Our tickets, you can get it ahead of time, or you just come in and buy beer?
Tickets are available at the gate for $35 that day, and you can also purchase them online at treasurecoastbeerfest.com.
Aha. Now, does that mean that you can go up and sample the various beers, the $35?
Yes, you can sample one or all.
That's not bad.
Responsibly.
Yeah, oh, absolutely, absolutely. And this is what is wonderful, because you have the little sample, and I've seen those wonderful ideas. This must be fun for you, Rhonda.
Well, what's really fun is to really tie in a great event that brings so many people together. And I think people really love to go to events that have a charitable focus.
Sure.
And we are so appreciative and grateful that they have chosen us this year. It's going to be fun. It's their 8th annual, so I think it's a well-oiled machine by now. They're going to have a lot of fun. I think there's going to be food there as well.
Lots of food vendors.
Lots of food vendors and beer vendors, and it's going to be a great time.
Is there a website where we can go and get all this information?
treasurecoastbeerfest.com.
treasurecoastbeerfest.com, but also remember it's the Treasure Coast Food Bank, which is one of the charitable causes for this particular fun event, getting us ready for Thanksgiving, because I think if we all realize there are families, there are individuals, there are children who are going to be not sitting around a Thanksgiving table, but this is providing them a great meal. Oh boy, if somebody wants to donate something, one of the turkeys, a turkey drop, how would they do that?
The best way is to go on stophunger.org, click on donate, and it will have a list of turkey drop locations throughout the Treasure Coast, and including Indian River County. But we will have our big tractor trailer refrigerated semi out at the Treasure Coast Beerfest, and you won't be able to miss us.
Oh boy, well just say the word, we'll all be out there, and look for these guys out there. You're all going to be pouring?
We'll be doing a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. Okay, a little bit of sampling as well, and that's one of the things we can all do. And that's when I will learn the difference between a dark beer, a Bock beer, all of the different information that you need to know about that delightful taste. And what's good? What does light mean?
A light beer?
Mm-hmm.
Usually a less calorie.
Oh, good. That's what I wanted to hear. That's what I wanted to hear. See, that's going to be there too. But I want to thank all of you, Rhonda and Mark, and the guys back here that'll be at the Beer Fest. And that, of course, is on the 21st of November. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you, Marcia.
Thank you.
And we have more to go, so don't go away.
The Furniture Man is a locally owned business that has served the needs of the community of Vero Beach and Indian River County for over 30 years. Here at the Furniture Man, we offer fine pieces to furnish each and every room of your home. Specializing in Floridian style, come browse our selection of bedroom, dining room, patio, and living room. Come explore over 10,000 square feet of showroom, where you can find mattresses, recliners, sofas, dining, and more. Visit us at 673 US 1 in Vero Beach, Monday through Saturday, for all of your furniture needs.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome back, because we are so delighted you stayed with us, because you are going to be meeting once again Kenneth George, and he is the Communications Public Relations Director of Charter High School right here in Indian River County. It's good to see you, Kenneth.
Good to see you too, Marcia.
Do you know, you've been a busy guy. You have been on with me talking about, what was it, dancing, swinging?
The Treasure Coast Got Talent, which was a great success.
Was it? Oh, great. Now, do you dance? Do you?
Of course. I bachata, tango.
Wow. But he also...
I had a friend that taught me some lessons.
Well, that is so wonderful, because I know one of the greatest things that you do for our charter high school, of course, is not only do you get the word out, Kenneth, but you're also working on this fantastic project that I think we have just come off of, but we want to talk about it. Tell me what that is. I voted. I tried to vote and I voted every day because it was an opportunity to really do something great for charter high school.
Well, as everyone knows, teen texting and driving is a very serious issue.
Teen texting and driving, absolutely.
And so State Farm came out with this new campaign called Drive 2 and 2. 2 hands on the wheel and 2 eyes on the road. And so they were holding a contest. So schools,
this is nationwide.
Nationwide contest where you would submit a photograph or a video that displays the seriousness or just at least addresses the issue. And Mr. Napsiger, our theater director, came up with a concept, and we ran with it, and we shot and cut it in 12 hours.
In 12 hours you put that together? I have to tell you, if you have not seen this, is there some place where we can go and see what you all put together to be in this contest?
If you go to celebratemydrive.com and you find the Florida under the scroll, under the drop-down menu, we're one of 8 schools that was selected from Florida.
Wow! And then you got into the top 3, I think, didn't you?
We are. It changes every
daily.
hour. Every hour, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Because really, right now, of course, we're taping this ahead of time, but right now we can get out there and vote. But when you're watching, it may be a little too late. But you can still go and see this unbelievable. I loved it because when you wrote all of the board members at Charter High School, you said we took the comedic route.
Right. Right.
It is so wonderful. Who are the pirates?
The pirates are actually 16 students from our theater troupe, and one of them is an alumni that came back to be the captain, and he's the one with the big bushy beard.
Oh my golly, yes. You got to see this, because first of all, when I first checked it out, and you've got to check it out, once again, how do they check it out right now?
CelebrateMyDrive.com, and you find Florida under the drop-down menu, and you'll see our school, Indian River Charter High School, listed as one of the finalists. And you can also see it on YouTube as well, and the link is on our homepage.
All right, here's what I want you to do. I want you to kind of give our viewers all over the world, because we are Buzz TV, and that's an internet television right here on the internet, wherever you might be. What will they see?
Well, they see a 30-second commercial, similar to the ones you see from State Farm. This is a State Farm event. And so we did take the comedic approach. We have 3 students sitting in a car. The driver is texting and driving, and her friend in the back seat is the voice of reason. He says, bad things happen when you text and drive, and suddenly they're attacked by none other than pirates.
And this is all put together with our charter high school of Indian River County, Indian River Charter High School. It is just absolutely wonderful. Now, it's about a 30-second...
It's a 30-second commercial.
Okay. Do we have time to insert it right now? And we'll watch it, and you will get to see it, and then we will be right back. So let's watch.
Bad things happen when you text and drive.
Oh my gosh, look at you! Look at yourself!
Ah! You're a pirate!
Look at your beard!
Why are we all pirates?
Attention, this important message is for any American who is about to turn 65 years of age or older. Nation's Helpline has Medicare supplement insurance news that may benefit you, your family, or someone you know. Most Americans who are about to turn 65 years old know they need Medicare supplement insurance, even if they already have Medicare. The Nation's Helpline Medicare supplement team can guide you and help answer your Medicare questions. Call today.
Please call 800-632-2804.
Well, I hope you enjoyed not only that break, but as we went out on that first part of this discussion with Kenneth George, who is our PR and Communications Director of the Indian River Charter High School right here in the Indian River County, Vero Beach area of the state of Florida and the United States of America. And I love to say that because, of course, we are eclectic here. But
Veterans Day, yes.
Veterans Day as well. We're taping right now on Veterans Day. And I guess really at the school, after seeing this wonderful video that you all put together, in 12 hours you put it together.
On a Sunday afternoon.
Ah, and all of these wonderful students, as you mentioned, one was an alumni that came back. Who comes up with all the ideas?
Well, myself and Mr. Michael Nafziger came up with the concept, and we thought, you know, we'd take a comedic approach to it. As sort of like the hook, no pun intended, using pirates to kind of grab their attention. And, you know, hopefully it would stick with them.
Oh,
viewers.
yes.
And so when they think of that, they'll think, oh, texting and driving is bad. Pirates could possibly attack us. So
I loved it because it truly, then it went back, it was kind of like a happy ending. Because it went back and they all came back, and she had her 2 hands on the wheel, 2 eyes on the road, instead of one of those horrible commercials that really comes home, but it breaks your heart, because texting and driving for not only children but adults as well, because it's just scary. But if I'm not mistaken, the winner, and maybe by the time this is on the air and everybody sees this,
right, November 19th is when they're going to announce the winners.
And
So
what does the winner get?
The winner gets a $100,000 grant from State Farm.
Amazing.
And that's used towards a driver safety program within the school. But then, you know, we can also use it to facilitate the growth of our arts, visual arts program and the maintenance of our facility, because there are some things we need to address.
Absolutely. Charter High School is an absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
Really, it's terrific, but you're getting the word out too, because it's a high school that's right here in Indian River County, and I think what you're doing with this, really kind of an exposure of the ability and what you can do and what these kids can do with the ideas is just absolutely wonderful. So what else is going on at, and you'll let us know if you make the $100,000. Okay.
It'll be all over.
What else is going on at?
Well, next week, the 19th and 20th, is our semi-annual fundraiser. And these are a huge fundraiser for our school, and it's our VAPA semester show. And so we have art, music, drama, dance, everything, and displayed as a magical dinner show. And so guests can come and they can watch everything that our school's been undertaking this entire year. Our theme this year is a time period of the Renaissance, so 1350 to 1600.
That's something that was fairly unique, if I'm not mistaken, with our charter high school, because they would take a theme for the year. I remember when Ray Adams he would come on the show and talk really about the different themes, and from the Renaissance period to all. What a great way to learn history as well. Now we only have about a minute left, so how can we find out much more about this wonderful school?
Well, you can actually go on our website, irchs.org, and you will see we have an article posted with this lovely freshman from our school dressed in magical
I wondered who that was.
dresses. Yeah, Grace Thompson's a freshman at our school.
Ah.
And so we have a link there, and it's actually irchs.org/events, and you can purchase tickets for the show. There's Thursday for theater seating, as well as Friday for dinner seating.
Oh boy, and it's going to be so much fun. And is it going to be under the
Charter Dome? Yes,
under
right
the Charter
school.
Dome. Indian River Charter High School doing such great things, and we're going to keep our fingers crossed. But don't forget, what's that site again where they can go and see that great commercial?
The commercial's at celebratemydrive.com, and you can find Florida under the drop-down menu.
Oh, I love it. Thanks so much for being with us.
Marcia.
Kenneth George, and of course he is the guy that puts the word out about our Indian River Charter High School. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
We'll be back.
Now that health reform is law, you cannot be denied health insurance coverage, but you can pay too much.
As a single mom, I was convinced that we could not afford health insurance until I spoke to the people from ICANN, who told me that I qualified for a special enrollment and a subsidized rate. Now I get so much more for so much less.
Call now and get the ICANN mobile app free. So don't wait another minute. Call ICANN, get covered, save money.
Well, welcome back, everyone. You are still watching Buzz TV. I am still Marcia Littlejohn, and I am going to be talking about, I think, one of my most fun things to do when you don't have anything else to do: sell real estate. And oh boy, you all are having such fun with this. Let me welcome, first of all, Carolyn Plante. And Carolyn, your partner over there is James, known to all of us as Jim, Belanger.
Belanger.
Belanger. Oh, and I was going to work on that so hard. Belanger.
It's a French-Canadian name, as is Carolyn's. And Belanger.
Oh, Belanger. All right.
Pronunciation.
And you won't mind if I call you Jim?
No.
Okay.
Keep it easy.
Well, I love it because when they sat down and I thought, oh, wonderful, talking about real estate, so vitally important in our area. And of course, you represent one of my favorite spots in this entire world, and that's Sebastian. So let's talk a little bit about it, because the name of your real estate firm is the Live Now Real Estate Team at RE/MAX Associated Real Estate. Oh boy, great to have you all here. How long have you been in real estate?
Thanks. I've been in real estate for 4 years. I have prior construction experience.
Oh boy.
And always owned my own companies. So when I decided I wanted to go back to work, I couldn't go to work for someone. That wasn't a fit for me. So I figured I always liked real estate, always dabbled. So I went in it.
How terrific.
Force. And Carolyn's been in it now for 3 years.
Well, you know, there's nothing better than a team, though, working together, because then, of course, if you are out showing something and then you get a call, you don't have to miss it. You can work that, and so that, and you obviously you really are having a good time. But one of the things I love is the fact that you are representing, you do a lot, you really specialize in Sebastian. And I want all of our viewers from all over the country, all over the world, to understand a little bit about that Sebastian area of Indian River County. Is the market going well?
The market is very well. Right now, though, we're very low on inventory, so if there's anyone out there looking to sell a house, now's a very good time. It's a seller's market. The prices have been going up, which is a good thing. And I do want to say also that if someone is thinking about buying a home, this would be a time to do it, because if they close before the end of the year, they're eligible for homestead next year, but they have to buy before close before December 31st of this year.
All right, big important thing. How do we find you right now? Somebody's out there watching, they want to call you, they want a house in Sebastian, they want maybe on the Sebastian River, which is the most magnificent spot in the whole wide world. Do you have anything on the Sebastian River?
We just sold it.
I hope it was for $5 million, because that is the most beautiful.
Precious spot.
Gorgeous. But how do we find you?
Our phone numbers are 772-584-1902 or 772-584-0309. And of course, our website is the Live Now Team, and that's www.thelivenow.com.
Well, you know what I love, because everybody, unless you have a pencil in your hand, the Live Now Real Estate Team. I bet if you Googled it, we'd find you.
Yes, you would. Yes.
Absolutely.
And Sebastian is, we call it our small little fishing village.
Oh, yes. We used to call it that. I didn't know they were still doing that.
With the feel of the Keys, because of all the little spoil islands out there.
Oh, absolutely.
There's practically no traffic compared to the rest of the East Coast.
And especially now that they've slowed us down going down US 1.
Yes.
So we can all stop and enjoy it. Well, we're going to take a little break now and then come back and continue our discussion with the Live Now Real Estate Team. And we're going to tell you about how you can be a part of this and how you can enjoy something so unusual. Never thought I would talk about shrimp in Sebastian. Wow, a shrimp fest coming up, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Carolyn.
And I'm Jim. Together we are the Live Now Real Estate Team at RE/MAX Associated Realty.
We know the Sebastian area real estate market very well, and we also know that buying or selling a home can be very serious business.
But together we can reduce the stress and even have fun in the process. Along with our hundreds of satisfied clients, we really want you to live now and be happy too.
Contact us at thelivenowteam.com.
See you soon.
And welcome back. I'm Marcia Littlejohn. You're watching Buzz TV, and we're talking about how you can live now. And of course, that is with real estate. And I'm so happy to have both of you here because, of course, Jim and Carolyn, we're talking about your team, which is a fabulous team representing this magnificent part of our world, Sebastian, in the real estate market. Now is the time to buy. But you also work and support various foundations. You have one that's very near and dear to your heart, if I'm not mistaken, the Children's Miracle
Network. Yes. We're Children Miracle Network agents, and for every home that we buy, that we help to buy or sell, we donate in our client's name to the Children's Miracle Network.
What a wonderful thought. Does anybody else do that?
What's Remax has the idea, and Remax kind of parents it, and they have a thing set up where letters go out to the client, you know, our client.
Sure.
That lets them know that a donation was made in their name.
Oh, that's
kind
fabulous.
of a good thing, because in real estate you always, you know, you're busy.
Oh,
we
yes.
120 transactions so far this year.
Wow.
And we're on target for 140. So with 2 agents, we do have a 3rd agent, a buyer's agent, and an admin. That's a lot of paper to push.
Oh, yes.
So it's a lot of follow-up and other opportunities that are missed because you're so focused on today.
You know, this
Yesterday
is...
you closed, today you got this. So they get the letter back and they know that they're not forgotten.
Oh, yes.
And, we
That's
also
our
do
gift to them.
Right.
See, that's fabulous. Well, I think what you're doing, too, is you're showing your backstory as well, because having the business experience, the corporations, being in construction, that you knew it from the ground up, literally.
Absolutely.
So really, and then representing this beautiful world of ours of Sebastian, Indian River County, Florida. It is absolutely, and it has kept its charm, hasn't it?
It sure has. I was, most of my experience been in New Jersey, but when I came back to Florida, I lived in Florida for 2 years in the 70s, right out of high school kind of thing.
I know the feeling.
Came back to Florida when I could afford to, or couldn't afford to live on the river in New Jersey. And came down here looking, went back to West Palm where I started. I stayed in Sebastian with a friend. That was it.
That's all it takes.
In Sebastian.
Do you know what it also takes? If you just get in somebody's little boat and go down the Sebastian River, which of course connects into our Indian River Lagoon, but there is nothing like it. There is nothing like it. Or down along the beach, the river, Captain Hiram's, all those fun things to do.
Sure.
I mean, it's just a beautiful, beautiful world. I used to always think Sebastian was part of Brevard because that's my home, and I'm thinking, oh, but then I realized, no, we're right on the border, but it's a connection because you're close to the Cape, you're close to Palm Beach, and yet Sebastian is still secluded and wonderful. Right. Shrimp Fest coming up. We have 1 minute.
Shrimp Festival. Shrimp Festival is a festival being put on, first annual, end of February. It's hosted by the Sebastian Rotary, the Fellsmere Exchange Club, and the Florida Organic Aquaculture.
Oh boy, they are growing. I guess you say growing.
Yeah,
shrimp.
I guess raising
in Sebastian.
Right. Well, it's technically a farm in
Fellsmere, but Fellsmere, Sebastian, kind of together.
I think of it that way.
Oh, absolutely.
And
the dates are February 27th and 28th, and there'll be 8 restaurants cooking up some really fabulous shrimp dishes.
It is the best shrimp you've ever put in your mouth, and I never thought I would say that because I always thought you had to get it out of the lagoon under the Melbourne Causeway. But now you can get it right out there. But now let me, in this last 30 seconds, how do we find all this information? Your website again.
Our website is the livenowteam.com, and the Shrimp Fest also has a website, that's shrimpfestfl.com. Yeah.
Oh boy.
You know, for real estate needs, call us.
Absolutely. And
reach us on our website.
Just Google the Live Now Real Estate Team. You'll find them. And oh boy, now is the time to buy. And if you want to buy part of the most beautiful part of our world, thanks, Sebastian. Thanks so very much for coming on. Of course, Jim and Carolyn. I'm going to just go Jim and Carolyn, Live Now, and that's what they're doing. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed this Buzz TV. We'll see you next time.